Hi, hello, I'm Kiran Kumar from Nature of Physics. Please do like and subscribe and comment my channel. So please watch full video, you will get clarity student, detailedly explaining. So previous video is R circuit and this video is L circuit, that is pure inductive circuit. See, in a AC circuit, inductor is connected student to a applied voltage V is equal V naught sin omega t. So that in the inductor induced EMF produces student, according to this induced EMF is equal to minus L di by dt. So applied voltage oppose the induced EMF student, that we can write V is equal to minus of minus L di by dt. So that this minus is get cancelled student. Now I will get L di by dt which is equal to V student. Now V value is applied voltage, replacing L di by dt is equal to V naught sin omega t students. Then continuation here, di which is equal to V naught divided by L sin omega t into dt student. Okay, L and in the denominator dt is cross multiplication student. So that integration on both sides, integral di which is equal to V naught by L is common because of constant, that is sin omega t into dt student. Okay, so integral di is equal to I and V naught divided by L. Integral sin omega t value is minus cos omega t student. Integration with respect to time student, so that here omega is common because of omega is a constant. Okay, so that continuation here I is equal to V naught divided by, this is L student, V naught divided by L omega, this minus cos omega t become sin omega t minus pi divided by 2 student. Okay, so this value is replaced minus cos omega t which is equal to sin omega t minus pi by 2 student, clearly written there. Now I is equal to V naught divided by L omega is written as XL student sin omega t minus pi divided by 2 student. See there clearly. Now V naught divided by XL written, XL is the inductive reactance student. Okay, so that I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2 student. This is I can write as equation number 2. Equation 1, applied voltage, and here we got the current in the circuit is I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2 student. Here I naught is equal to the value is V naught divided by XL student. Okay, here I naught is the maximum current student and V naught is the maximum voltage student. Okay, so that in the continuation step here we can write from equation 1 and 2, current lags the voltage, nothing but the current lag the behind the applied voltage student. So that phi is equal 90 degrees, that is taken as pi by 2 student. Okay, so from equation 1 and 2 here we can write this is the potential across the inductor VL and this is the current, both have the phase difference, phi is equal 90 degrees student. Okay, so clearly we can identify this is sin omega t, here we got sin omega t minus pi by 2, that is minus cos omega t student. So that in the XL value replacing, that is XL which is equal to is L omega student. So XL which is equal to L omega value is 2 pi f student. So that here XL is directly proportional to L student and XL is directly proportional to omega student, and XL is directly proportional to F also student. See, 2 pi is constant. XL directly proportional to L is the first relation. XL directly proportional to the omega is the second relation. XL directly proportional to the F is the third relation student. Like this we can write. Here also we will have the graphs XL and frequency student, and XL and inductance student. See, XL and F, here straight line we are getting because of XL is equal to, the formula is 2 pi F into L student, so that XL is directly proportional to the F. Next here XL is equal to L into omega student, so that XL directly proportional to L, already written here, again in the graph also I gave you student. So that graph we will get straight line passing through the origin student, because of directly proportionality relation is there. Okay student, and continuation step, here we will have the average power and instantaneous power student. Now I am going to write the instantaneous power student. Okay, so see here, for instantaneous power we have to use the formula power is equal to V high, basic formula student. So power which is equal to V value is V naught sin omega t, I value is minus I naught cos omega t student. From this equation we can write here. Okay, so that here the equation from this second equation is what student? I is equal to I naught minus cos omega t student. Okay, so P which is equal to V naught minus I naught, 2 multiplying and 2 divided by 2 dividing student, sin omega t into cos omega t divided by 2 student. P which is equal to minus V naught I naught by 2 into sin 2 omega t student. Okay, now I can write here P which is equal to minus V naught by root 2 I naught by root 2 sin 2 omega t students. Okay, and continuation, next step we can write the P instantaneous which is equal to V naught by root 2, that is V RMS, and I naught by root 2 value is I RMS, that is sin 2 omega t students. And continuation step is there, that is about the average power student. Okay, so we can write V average power which is equal to integral 0 to t P instant into dt whole divided by 0 to t into dt student. The value is replacing, now we will get there V average which is equal to 0 to t, this P instant is minus I RMS, next I RMS into sin 2 omega t whole divided by integral dt is t student, lower limit and upper limit is replaced. V average which is equal to minus V RMS, next I RMS, okay, integral 0 to t sin 2 omega t into dt divided by t minus 0. This value should be 0 student, 0 into anything 0. So finally we will get the power value, that is average power. So that average power P average, so P average which is equal to, I am getting 0 student. This is the answer. Okay, so here we can discuss current leads or lags. What I said you student, current lags, that's why the graph of the current, this is a representation of current graph student, and this is representation of applied voltage student, we can represent by letter V. Comparing to the applied voltage, current is lagging student. And next graph represent, this is the power graph student. So this is the representation of P instantaneous power student, because of average power is equal to 0 student. Thank you. Please do like and subscribe.